going on YouTube? It's Kyle, I'm back. Haven't been on YouTube for a couple of months, but I got a couple updates for you guys. Mid-November here, it's pretty much gonna start snowing here in Michigan. October, Halloween, it snowed. And I finally got the ZR1 set up here. Funny enough, there's actually like a bug on the ZR1 there. Oh, okay, well, it just stayed. But there's the ZR1s here stacked up. I have the 14 Shelby. A lot of people ask me about this car, why I still have it. I wanted this car since I was like 16. It was an accomplishment car for me. I'm never getting rid of it. These two, same thing, never getting rid of them. But today we got something special. So you guys haven't seen the C7 ZR1 in probably like a couple months, 3-4 months since I posted it. I've done a lot to it. Hadir at Reflect Detailing did a full paint correction and ceramic coating. I did the side canards there from GM, brand new carbon fiber side canards. I had these signature forged wheels off of this car. And I'm not gonna show you these wheels just yet, but had these wheels on the C6 and I ended up changing the tires and the sensors and made them work on the C7 because the ZR1s have the same pretty much brake, the C6 and the C7, the carbon ceramic brakes. So what I did was, I was like, hey, I'm usually gonna have a drag pack on the C6. Why am I gonna just let these wheels sit around? And I put them on this car and it looks amazing. You guys know I love my red and bronze look. So my two-piece signature wheels looks great. Changed the badges to red, as you see there, because they come blue. I'll hook the battery up in a second because I have the battery disconnected for winter time. But I got the OEM ZTK spoiler in for it. So this is a factory ZR1 ZTK spoiler from GM. And I did a couple little things. I got the carbon, or not carbon, I got the taillight bezels in black there. I had a little canards down there. I actually got the exhaust tips powder coated by a local shop. I took the whole axle back off, did an X pipe, did the axle back, did a little ZR1 license plate frame, obviously the red badge there, but it's literally just like the perfect C7 ZR1 for me. If you guys remember my C7 Z06, it's this car, but not as pretty, I'd say, because these wheels look amazing. The ZR1's obviously more aggressive, the bigger spoiler, and I'll show you some things on the interior in a second. Without blabbing too much, if you guys remember my C6 ZR1 done by CT Performance, I had a full weld drag pack that was custom powder coated on this car. It was black and bronze. The car was stout with those wheels and tires. It hooked fine, but I couldn't put a 20-inch on it because the power it makes, it's not gonna hook on a 20-inch, it's gonna spin, and I wanted it to hook. So I put these BC Forged two-piece wheels, which I'm not gonna say here or there, but I'm pretty sure BC Forged and Signature have the same manufacturer. Don't hold me to it, but the wheels pretty much are very similar spec. These are, I believe, brush faces with chrome lip, and then the inside might be brushed as well, but it's really nice, a nice two-piece wheel. I figured I'm gonna rock this next year, enjoy the two-piece wheel look. It might not hook or be as fast as it was this past year, or gonna be this past year here in a few months, but it looks a lot better. It's got the deep dish look, kind of C7. It kind of has that deep dish look. Same thing over here on the C6. Really nice wheel. You guys know I had that beautiful APR lower diffuser in carbon fiber. Well, this car is pretty much done for the season. I put like an octane booster in it to kind of let the so it doesn't clog the injectors up, and it's gonna sit here until pretty much next year. But the C7, so the C6 has paint protection on the front. Infernal Orange is a car that it's really hard to match the color. God forbid, anytime if I ever needed to touch up anything, it would be impossible. So rather than worrying about getting any rock chips, I PPF the entire front end. This car, I was unsure about it. So Hadir at Reflect Detailing did a full ceramic coating and paint correction, and I was like, do I PPF it, which is paint protection film, or do I not do it? But I came to the conclusion I should just do it because the lower splitter, for example, is impossible to get right now. The spoiler was pretty much impossible to get from GM. So if anything, any rock chips, I'm screwed. I never want to like paint red. So like red is a color that's really hard to paint match. So if I ever, God forbid, had too many rock chips or something, I wouldn't be able to match the color. It would look horrible. So rather than worrying about paint matching it one day, let's just paint protect the car. So today we're actually going to Dearborn Hand Wash and Detail. I've been friends with those guys for years. They also do paint correction and ceramic coating, but you guys know Hadir, I've been with him forever. One thing about Dearborn Hand Wash and Detail is they're very, very good, and they specialize in paint protection film. So we've been talking lately, and they're like, Kyle, bring it by. Let's get it done before winter time. So I was like, you know what? Let's do it. So today we're gonna take the C7 over there. I gotta hook up the battery. I gotta hook up the battery to the GT500 as well. The tire's sitting a little bit low there. I gotta put some air in it and then pull it out to get the C7 out. So last time I got in this thing, the battery was pretty much dead. I drove it around a little bit, so let's see if we can get it to start today. This thing, I haven't even driven it this year. I just dropped the key underneath the seat, so I had to grab that, get it out of gear, cranks right up. Obviously the tire pressure's low, oil change required. I don't drive this car hardly ever. I do oil change usually every year or every other year because it's got almost 23,000 miles. I bought it with 20, so I haven't even driven this thing. I've had it for like 2.5 years. The tire on the other side is a little bit low, but I'm not too worried about it because I plan on replacing these tires. I have a new set of tires already. You can see probably back there, those rear tires are pretty much shot. So I don't drive this car enough, but I have a brand new set of Michelins for it. So I'm not too worried about them dry rotting or getting flat spots or whatnot because I have a new set for it. You can see there's a little bit low. It's probably got like 15, 20 PSI in it. But yeah, so I need to give it enough room to pull the C7 out because it's a long sweeping turn. See the real aspects of the C7 here now. Like I said, the paint's perfect. I think it's a good idea to get the PPF put on it to make it extra safe. We can really see like the red decals there. Here's a cool thing. I changed the comp seats and I found a set of OEM carbon fiber C7 ZR1 specific bezels for the back of the comp seats. Also, if you guys can tell, I got a Sebring specific interior trim package, and let me show you what I mean is this usually comes black or silver, and I actually changed it to the spoiler. Is kind of hard to get up here because your hands can barely fit through here, but it's a little messy here with the jump pack because the battery's a little bit low. Back of the seats are bronze, and it's a specific option on the Sebring orange ZR1 package, but I got it for my C7. It matches the bronze in the wheels really nicely too. So, I mean, you can call this a one-on-one ZR1. I love this thing. It doesn't get enough attention, but you guys heard that cold start. It's pretty loud. It's nice with the black tips. It matches everything, all black and red and bronze, with the carbon fiber everywhere. On the interior, you can really see what I'm talking about. Has the bronze decals here for the interior. These are all factory color too. Like all this is factory. This is factory. This obviously. And then obviously the back of the seats are the bigger option, but it looks really nice, really cleans it up. Here's the shop. If you guys didn't know already, I talk about it a lot. I own a dealership. Just got this one in. This one's a little dirty. I'll show you this one last, but got really a nice collection of cars right now for sale. This is a 2015 Roush Stage 2, 1200 horsepower to the wheels, GTR, so 1300 crank horsepower GTR, 2009, only 35,000 miles. This is a manual C7 Z06, one owner, 15,000 miles, I believe, on it. 15,000 miles C6 Grand Sport 4LT loaded car, BC Forged wheels. It's Pro Charged or A&A Supercharged. It's a 2012, so the newer seats, automatic. I know you manual guys are gonna be like, it's an automatic. Really nice car. Here's a 2016 3LZ Z07 HREs on this Z06, fully loaded. I have a Z01 1LE right there, 2018 manual, 20,000 miles. Let's see, what's up here? GT350, 16,000 miles. It's got a nice set of, I think Shelby specific wheels on it, newer tires. 14 GT500, 1,100 miles on it. All original, one owner, fully loaded except the glass roof. It has the track package. It has the Recaros, the navigation, the shaker system. This is a 13 GT500. It's got some minor work done to it. It's cammed. But yeah, it's a nice collection, like I said, of cars. These are all for sale right now. I believe that one up there is sold. And let me see. that's really it. There's a couple of them, people interested, but no deposits yet in any car. This is a nice one too, 2012 5th gen ZL1, and it's a little bit dirty right now. Let me see if I could, if it's unlocked. Of course it's not, but Recaros. It's got the carbon on the hood. It's got the ZL1 1LE style wheels for a 5th gen. It's got long tube headers, only 20,000 miles on it. So really nice car. If you guys are looking for anything here, it's on my website, sinistershop.co. Been a little bit busy, tired. You guys know I have some back issues. I've been working out lately. I had like pneumonia for like 2 weeks, and COVID. It's just been like hitting me hard this past year. Trying my best to get it better, and work obviously can't not go to work. So try my best to manage work and you know, my health. But people say health is wealth, or health over wealth, or whatever. Either way, I'm gonna get better. But trying to do YouTube more, working a lot. As you see, there's a lot of cars here. We're going into winter time, so it's gonna get a little bit slower. But besides that, guys, let's wait a couple days or a week and get the ZR1 back.
2 weeks later.
Hey, we got Kyle's 2019 ZR1 in here. We did a full front end paint protection film on this car. We also did the rocker panels, the roof, and the wing on it. This car is done in Expel Fusion. If you don't know what Expel Fusion is, it's the same thing as regular PPF. It's just infused with ceramic coating, so that way you don't have to coat the film after installing it. The rest of the car was already previously corrected and coated by another detailer in the area. We took off the canards over here for a cleaner install on the back. We also took off the front badge and the badges on the hood. All the corners of the hood are wrapped and tucked in really, really nice. And this is the final product.
You guys also did the mirrors, right?
Yeah, we did the mirrors as well.
Mirrors, side skirts, we got the spoiler done.
Side skirts, wing,
the roof,
hood, all the carbon pieces on the hood, the front lid, the canards on the side, even the black trim, headlights. We removed this badge, that way you don't have a cutout around it, just for a little bit of a cleaner install. We try to do like a modified kit. It's not completely hidden as far as like all the edges. Some guys go crazy and will try to cover up all the edges, but we do a modified kit wherever it's easy to fold into the edge, and that way we're not gonna have problems down the line.
Right.
We'll fold it in.
Okay.
But it makes for a little bit of a cleaner install than just a basic kit just being thrown up.
And then where do anyone that wants to get PPF like find you guys?
We're on Greenfield Road, 4892 Greenfield Road, Dearborn Hand Wash on Instagram, and you can call us at 313-581-9274.
Okay, sounds good. Next day here, we have the C7 ZR1. I just quickly parked in the garage because it's really cold outside. It was like getting down to like 42 degrees last night. So I just quickly pulled it in. I said, I'm gonna move it the next day. So here we are. And as we talked about, PPF pretty much everywhere that's high impact on this car. The spoiler, the rockers, mirrors, the roof, because the carbon's expensive on the roof, the pillars here, fenders, carbon on the fenders, obviously the front splitter, bumper, hood, the carbon insert on the hood, the headlights, mirrors, we already talked about that. So everything high impact, just like this car. This car has pretty much everything. I think it has like partial side skirts, so just this, the rest of this is really clean. The mirrors are done as well, and the full front end as well, fenders, all that. As far as the 2014 Shelby I have, I don't really care as much to do it because the car has 20,000 miles. It's got a couple obvious rock chips on the front end that are not something I want to touch up. And I don't really drive the car that much. I mean, you can't really tell there's really any rock chips, but if you get down there, there's a couple small ones that I'm like, why am I even going to PPF it? It's got 20,000 miles. The ZR1 up there had PPF on it when I bought it, but I pulled it off because it was old from the dealership, for like 10 years old. Pulled it off. Luckily, the paint was perfect. Paint protected it. So that one's got 20,000 miles. It looks like it's brand new, but it's not. This one's got about 10, 11,000 miles on it. So I figured paint protect it before I get any bad rock chips on it. And it looks good. So we're going to put them back away, kind of how they are. I got to pull the old Shelby out. And I'll take a quick video to show you guys. It's not really that bad pulling the cars in and out of here. So I'll show you guys that right now. not bad. I just disconnected the battery, locked the car. I'm gonna do the same thing on this car again. If you guys didn't know, it's fully stock 2014 GT500. I actually gotta get a new filter for this car, but I don't even drive it enough to really worry about it. But I always lock my cars and then disconnect the negative on the batteries. If I said negative, I meant positive. I always disconnect it just in case, I don't want to kill the battery. Batteries aren't cheap. I think I've spent probably $800 in batteries for the C6 because those are known to die. And I don't want to put a new battery in it every year. So I just disconnect them in the wintertime and it's locked. Battery's disconnected. If I want to get in it, I put the key in the door, pop the hood, and that's it. So it's gonna be stored for the next probably 4 months. Nice and locked. Those are electronic locks, so they're automatically locked. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, please go down below and leave it a like. Subscribe if you guys like the collection I have. These are the kind of cars I buy and sell. Sinister Auto Sales is my dealership. If you guys are looking for any cars, I sell out of state a lot. So if you're not in the Michigan area and you're looking for a car, I buy cars all around the country as well. So if you're looking to buy a car from me, hit me up. I ship as well. Finance, everything like that. Hit it down below. Dearborn Hand Wash, shout out to them for doing the PPF. Pretty quick turnaround. If you guys are looking for PPF, hit them up. Besides that, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.